We are recording. We got a RudeBoyz Reactz, a very special RudeBoyz Reactz. I got Tom here. Tom, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? How you
Hey,
doing?
what's going on, Rude Nation?
I'm allowed to be on this part of our show now, huh?
Wow. I know it's a video game thing. You're not usually not allowed in here, but I need to get your fresh perspective on this stuff. And plus, PlayStation is a brand for both of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Keep it blitzkrieg.
Motherfucker. All right. So today, the Sony did their Future of Play announcement for the PS5. They did their games. They did their announcement. They showed the box. We're going to talk about that pretty much in a row. Tom's fucking. Tom, they started off, and I know you only saw kind of like the highlights, the highest of the highlights of this announcement events. So I'm going to go through the things that were announced on this. So in case anyone was worried, GTA 5 is coming to the PlayStation 5. That is a bad angle.
Well, come on.
GTA 5 is coming to the PlayStation 5 in 2021. It spans 3 generations of PlayStation consoles. That's crazy. You played GTA 5, right, Tommy?
I have it.
Okay. But you played it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you play it?
I played it a little bit. Bonnie's a GTA player, so.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I did play it at one of our friends' houses, and one of the funniest things I did was I went to go run from the police, jump off what I thought was a higher building than it was, and pull the parachute, and I met the concrete really hard, really fast.
GTA 5 definitely, I would think, like the pinnacle of the franchise, and it's coming to PS5. And, there was it's another stopgap until GTA 6 or something like that.
I don't know, man. GTA 5 is still selling. That's the thing.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Especially with their online, hell yeah.
But yeah, one of the other things, like, me and one of our boys, we were trying to be like, all right, don't get any stars. I go to like shoot someone, and the rocket passes them, hits a gas station. 5 stars instantly.
Wanton destruction. So that is coming 2021 for the PS5. But then they started off real big, Tommy. Spider-Man. Miles Morales coming this holiday, starring Miles Morales. Kind of a spoiler from the end of Spider-Man for PS4, which, Tommy, I think you got fired up in the background. You're ready to get back into New Game Plus, but I'm super jazzed. They got the Miles Morales powers, his like invisibility, his electric powers. I'm stoked. I don't know if it's gonna be a full game. It's probably gonna be a little spin-off-y sort of thing. Takes place during the holidays, but I think it looks fucking dope, and it might get me to get a PS5 ASAP.
I'm wondering if it's gonna be a DLC attached to the game.
I don't think so, unless that news hasn't come out yet. I'm sure it's just more push for the PS5, so. They're probably going to say, like, hey, it's PS5 only.
I hope it's not exclusive to PS5.
It might be, Tommy.
Because I can't justify a PS5 day one.
Start saving, baby. You got a big birthday coming up.
No, you know how I feel. I don't buy games day one.
I know.
I'm not buying a system day one.
I got you. Then they showed Gran Turismo 7, I'm sorry, for PS5. Cars, yeah, okay. The new Ratchet game, Ratchet Rift Apart.
That was pretty cool.
I'm a big fan of Ratchet games. I think the first 3 just kind of blended together, but I played the one on PS4, which was like a remake. Loved it.
Yeah, I've never played. I never got into that genre of Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter.
Jak and Daxter.
Yeah. I thought it was Jackson Daxter.
It's not.
Yeah, never really got into those type of games. What you drinking there, buddy?
Oh, I'm drinking some coffee and some rum and some cream. What's happening? But the Ratchet games are really good. I like what they're trying to do with this. They're trying to make like almost like a multiverse sort of thing. And if this game doesn't end with some like Avengers level, let's just get Jak and Daxter and Sly Cooper and all these other brands in together. They did that for like the PS Move, but I would think that.
Is it the same company?
It's not, but I think because they're doing the whole like PlayStation Studios brand,
Yeah.
it's possible. I mean, come on, let's just borrow the franchise. I mean, Spyro and Crash have teamed up, so why not? Stranger things have happened in the video game universe.
Stranger things have happened on Stranger Things.
That's why they call it that. Did you know that? Fun
No, I didn't.
fact: it's called Stranger Things because strange things happen on that show.
All right, let's keep this to video games.
Then there was a Square Enix exclusive called Project Athea, I believe it's called. It's like a female protagonist doing a lot of like telekinesis sort of stuff. Fun fact: it's written by or part of it is written by Gary Whitta, who did Rogue One. So could be a good story. It looks pretty cool. I don't got much to say about that. It was kind of like a teaser trailer. But then Tom, you saw the Stray trailer, right?
Yes,
You wanna-
cute. You're a little kitty running around with a little knapsack. And you're a kitty in a world of robots.
Pretty much, yeah.
I really couldn't even tell what the purpose of this game is.
Like I'd have to say half of those games are like that. Like you're just like, what is the gameplay here? But like, it's interesting, I guess.
Yeah. I'm down. If it's on sale, I'll play it.
Sure. Then they showed off a game by Housemarque. Housemarque are the people who did, I believe, Resogun and Dead Nation. Kind of like those top-down shooters for the PS3. It's called Returnal, and it looks like it's like a 3D shooter, like a shmup with like some roguelike elements. Like every time you die, it's like a new map or something like that. Very confusing. Looks very nice. It doesn't look like a game I'd be into. I'd probably get very frustrated. So.
You get frustrated with words.
Then there is then they released a teaser trailer for a Sackboy platformer.
I saw this too, yeah.
Man, I don't think there's a less appealing aesthetic than the little Big Planet, and it just looks so.
Big Planet, like I always wanted to set Sackboy on fire.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the character is like it's creative and stuff, but it's just like I'm just so bored looking at it. It could be the most exciting thing, but it's just like the brown. It's like I don't know. It doesn't do it for me, but I'm sure it's doing it for somebody.
It's doing it for Sony because
they're making money. Oh, absolutely. What is going to be doing it for somebody is they showed a game called Destruction All Stars, and it's like this destruction derby game. It's put up by Lucid Games. They did Bizarre. They were formerly Bizarre Creations. Those are the guys who did. I think it was like Project Gotham Racing and more importantly Geometry Wars. But it's straight up like Fortnite plus Rocket League.
Okay.
Tom, this would be one of the trailers I'd have to say you take a look at when we're done recording. It just looks like that's what the market they're trying to get is like the customize your character, customize your car, run around, blow cars up, blow people up. Fortnite,
And yet I'm still not hearing anything about a new Twisted Metal.
Then they showed, I don't know what to tell you.
Poor game.
They showed this game called Kenna, Bridge of Secrets, very like Eastern, I'm sorry, like kind of like an Eastern art style. Looks really nice, looks really small. They showed a game called Goodbye Volcano. It's basically just high school dinosaurs.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Then they showed a new Oddworld game, Tommy. Have you played any of the Oddworld games before?
Most frustrating game I've ever had the displeasure of playing.
Yeah, this whole franchise just kind of whoosh right over my head. It is the newest Oddworld game since 2005, so I guess that's pretty cool. They did remake the first one, but I mean, whatever. It also has the first distinction of having someone say the word shit on this event. So there you go, Oddworld.
Good Odd things happen. People say shit.
People do say shit. They showed off a first-person gameplay trailer of Ghostwire Tokyo. It's supposed to be like almost like this, like it's done by the same people who did The Evil Within, and it has Shinji Mikami, like one of the forefronts of Resident Evil series, like back in the day. So they're going for a horror vibe, but like the way that it looks, it's like so neon and bright. For me, it looks like it's hard to get scared at, but I'm sure they'll do it, and I'm a big old puss, so
Yeah,
Tom's
you are.
agreeing to that. Tom's seeing that first person. Then they showed Jet the Far Shore from Super Brothers. Those are the people who did Swords and Sorcery. Godfall, they talked about that at, I think, at the last Game Awards. That's coming out this holiday. There's a game called Solar Ash, which looks like a fucking trip. Hitman 3 is coming out this January 2021. Yes, okay, so I had to look this up, Tom. When Square Enix bought the rights to Hitman, they rebooted it. So this is the Hitman 3 in that trilogy. Yeah. I've never played a Hitman game. It just seems like it's a stealth game that needs so much more patience than I could ever give it.
I've played them, and I'm like, they're like, oh, use this piano wire. I'm like, but I have a gun with a silencer. Why can't I just pop them in the back of the head?
Yeah, it's like interesting, and it supposedly gives you a lot of freedom, but I just it's beyond me. But hey,
Yeah.
Hitman, great. Maybe it'll bring back a new movie with Sylar. We want to talk. Yeah, Sylar. Zachary Quinto.
He was not in the Hitman movie.
He was in the newer one. Yeah.
He was Timothy Oliphant.
Okay, but he was in it though.
Look that one up.
No way to know. No way to know, buddy.
Yeah.
If I didn't have these notes up, I'd look at.
Is that a researcher down there?
What was that?
Is there a researcher in the cave with you?
No, not at all. I know I kind of pretty much lambasted Sackboy. I mean, with a name like Sackboy, like, come on. But I do want to mention Astro's Playroom. I'm a new fan to the whole Astrobot aesthetic that the PS4 did with the PSVR games and stuff like that. And they're coming out with a game called Astro's Playroom. Is it like a platformer? It's probably like a little bit of here and there. It's probably like a big tech demo game for the PS5 when it comes out. So that's cute.
I'm thrilled.
Fuck you. Tom, there's a game called Little Devil Inside you might want to take a look at if you haven't already.
I did see that trailer.
Oh, you did? Yes. I'm sorry.
I said I saw that trailer before we went on.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
You just don't listen. Yep, there you go.
Right. So what were your thoughts on it? I thought it looked pretty cool.
It does. I like the animation. I like how the character has googly eyes. I did like the different scenes where you saw the old man and you saw the kid.
Right.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like the two different worlds, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Then they showed NBA 2K21 with some sweaty boys on it like that. They just showed off the more sweat features they got on there. Then they showed off this game called Bug Snacks. Did you see this?
Nope.
Okay. It takes like the worst part of the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs sequel and just makes a game out of it. So
is that Cloudy with a Chance of Meatloaf?
Meatballs?
But you said it was a sequel. You
I
can't
didn't.
really.
Then they teased the Demon Souls remake.
Yeah, I heard other shows talking about it, but I was like, okay.
There's no other shows. No other shows matter except for this one right here, buddy.
Well, I don't know. I was just like, yeah, that just looks super aggravating.
Those games are definitely not for me. What might be a game for you, Tom, is that game Deathloop we were talking about right before we recorded.
Yes. Oh wow, you remember me talking about that game, but not
because I was talking about it. That's why I remember.
Oh, right. So it's important when you're talking. Fuck.
Yes, I'm glad you understand. It's basically just like a first-person running gunner that has roguelike qualities and roguelike qualities. You die, you come back to life, and you have to do the whole run over again. But it has like some what's the game I mentioned before? Dishonored style, like stealth elements involved.
Okay.
Cool art style. Not necessarily for me, but I definitely might be a Tommy game.
What game was this again?
Deathloop.
Oh yeah, sorry.
God damn it. Tom, you can check out for this one. Resident Evil Village was announced, the worst kept secret. The worst kept secret in the past couple months. Finally, everything was announced. It's an Eastern European village. There's a werewolf. There's like a nemesis monster following you, and it's first person. And Chris Redfield's a bad guy, maybe, probably not. Get swerved.
I
Um,
don't know. I mean, not my Resident Evil.
that's fine. Your
Not
Resident
mine.
Evils are out there.
I understand this, Chris, but I want new ones that appeal to me.
Okay. All right. They're out there. Vote with your dollar, Tommy. One just
No,
came
no, no,
out
no.
like 2
I
months
want
ago.
new ones. I want new ones that appeal to the cash.
Okay, fine.
I don't need to play older ones. I need to play things that are good for me.
Okay. And you know what? That's all we ever want. We just want games that are good for you,
Absolutely.
Tommy, me, the nation. You know what I mean?
No, me.
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 Tom, did you see the trailer for Pragmata? Okay.
Pragmata.
Pragmata, yeah. It's like this dude in a spacesuit is in like Times Square and he's like looking up ghosts and stuff. Yeah. I really wish you saw this. And this would have been your Death Stranding trailer like 4 years ago. Like, what is going on? Like, that's exactly what I wrote. Well, I wrote Japanese space Last of Us, because it's a big man in a spacesuit, Bioshock almost, with this little girl. The little girl gives the big boy powers, and there's like a satellite coming in, and I'm assuming you have to protect the girl. Like, it's done by Capcom, which wasn't announced during the thing. It was during a
I
press
gotta
release.
protect someone. I'm out.
Okay, that's cool.
I
Hey,
got a whole city I gotta protect after this.
there you go. Hey, Horizon 2 was announced also. Horizon Forbidden West. That was a game that I missed. It came out around the same time as the Switch release.
Right.
And I owned the game, and I never played the game, which is classic Sherm. But people love it. Don't get me wrong; it looks gorgeous, and yeah, I'm sure people will be happy for that. I'm sure people are happy for that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm kind of interested on picking up the first one.
Yeah, I think you should. You might like that. Maybe coming
That's a
right
good
off of
one. I
Spider-Man when
think
you're
that's
done.
why I
I don't
said
know.
I'm gonna pick it up.
What was that?
I think that's why I said I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, you should pick it up.
Should I pick it up?
What do you think?
I think I'm gonna pick it up.
Smart. And then that was it. And then they showed the box. Then they showed the PlayStation 5 box. Coincidentally, right after I tweeted, show the fucking box. So you're welcome. I did that. And I sent you a picture, Tom. So what are your thoughts on the PS5?
Okay, one, I'm glad that it's still gonna have the options for a disc.
Two versions announced. Two versions. That's big. Nobody knew that.
I think because what, the new Xbox is not gonna have disc, right?
There's going to be different physical boxes.
Okay. The controllers look sleek, I'll say.
It's like someone just like make a sleek controller and then like, yes, here's big, this white, blue, and black.
I don't know, I'm not too keen on the color white because it just gets dirty.
Yeah, you know what? It's definitely going to stand out. I'm looking at my quote unquote entertainment center right now, and I mean, the PS5, I'm sorry, the PS4 is black, the Switch dock is black, the Wii U is black. I mean, the Xbox One I have as a gift was like a Modern Warfare or something like that, so that's gray. But like that's the white is just gonna like it's gonna pop, but it's gonna be like.
And I'm sure after the initial launch they'll release different colors. Like
100%.
My PlayStation 4 that I have is a Modern Warfare one. It's orange and black.
Right. Oh yeah, no, they'll definitely put some out in 2021. Yeah. Definitely. But as far as the initial release,
you know, when Marvel Spider-Man 2 comes out, I'm sure they'll have a Spider-Man bundle and it'll be red. And that'll probably be when I get it.
Smart. Gotcha.
Yeah, did they give a price point?
They didn't give a price point. They didn't give a release date. I think because they're still kind of like brinksmanship right now with Microsoft. Like they're just waiting for like one person to make the first shot, and then like they can come in a week earlier or they can come in $100 cheaper. You know what I mean? So nobody wants to make the first move.
Is Microsoft doing an event this weekend?
They're doing it, I think, in August. I think it got pushed. I think. I know there's rumors back and forth, especially with what's going on in the world and, a lack of a traditional E3. So
Is there
it's a
gonna be
little nebulous at this time.
Are we seeing a Nintendo Direct this weekend?
Nothing's been announced, and
Yeah, they're making
there's
it
part of
seem-
my heart that's just a void right now. There's no Smash Brothers news. There's no what's happening after Jesus. What's the next? Paper Mario is the next Nintendo game to be released for the Switch. So it's weird. It's a weird time, but it's still E3. Like, Nintendo. I'm sorry, IGN is doing some stuff online. They're trying to scoop up some like other announcements that might have gotten lost when the E3 convention dropped.
That's. I mean, we're talking about game trailers.
Yeah,
Did you watch that one game trailer I mentioned? Werewolf the Apocalypse.
I did see that. Yes,
What'd
and
you
yes,
think?
that is coming to current consoles also.
Nice. What'd you think?
I think it looks cool. My thing with
I mean,
trailers though, I need to see like what the game is.
Yeah, I want to see a
Yes,
gameplay trailer. I mean,
exactly.
it's based off of a tabletop game.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Is that like the same vein as like Vampire the Masquerade?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Nice.
werewolves.
Werewolves.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and that was actually the first trailer I saw this year.
That was because that came out of the IGN thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's going to be more trailers coming out, Tommy. That you and I will probably scoop that up into another when we record next for
Yes.
RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. But this was big enough. This really needed a RudeBoyz React. I think the PS5 reveal.
And hopefully this recording works.
Me too. We'll find out when I clean it up and put it out there on YouTube.
Can't wait to get the phone call.
Whatever. If it's lost, it's lost. This was fun. Anyway, I have to admit.
It was.
It was. And I hope anybody who watched us had fun. And if you like this, let us know on our social media accounts. Everything's going to be down in the description. Don't talk over me. Anyway, so wrap it up. What do you think about? Are you hyped? Are you hyped for the PS5, Tommy?
I am. Not
but it's still not a day one.
You know me. I'm not a day one guy.
I got you.
Can't afford to be a day one guy anymore.
What would it take for you to be a day one guy?
For someone to be like, "Hey, happy birthday, happy late birthday, Merry early Christmas."
I knew it.
Why?
I felt that coming. I was just like, what would it take? Okay, for somebody to give it to me.
Exactly.
Well, who knows? Maybe we'll get some social media clout and some influencer buzz that Sony will grace us, the RudeBoyz, the forefront of multimedia and entertainment. A PS5, two PS5s. All right, fine. One. Okay, you know what? You're right. Tom. You're right. One. One. Just one. Sony. Just one. Two of us, but just one for Tom.
Yeah. It's just like yeah, let's do a GoFundMe so we can get a PS5.
Who knows?
See how long that goes over.
That might be the case. We'll wrap it up, Tommy. All right, because I know you're a busy boy and you got to get out of here. But this was fun. I like this. RudeBoyz Reactz, PS5, future of play. Get hyped if you're hyped. Tom's moderately hyped, like a slant. I'm hyped that angle, man. Oh my goodness. It's like my head's in your lap.
Who's my baby boy? Who's my baby boy?
This was fun. Nation, you'll hear from us later in the week. Check our channels, everything like that. If you liked what you've seen, and I can't blame you if you didn't, just subscribe to this. And we love you. Be safe.
Bye.